They don't execute these types of search warrants until they believe they have an ironclad case.
Put no padlock on my house. Ain't nobody never took no car. I still own all my houses. Still own all my cars.
Respect.
Still got all my faculty. Still sharp. Still smart.
Floyd Mayweather has made a lot of money in his career. It appears he also owes a lot of money too. The boxer apparently owes $22.2 million in taxes from 2015. According to ESPN, the tax balance was unpaid as recently as March 6th.
Floyd Mayweather Jr., often regarded as one of the greatest boxers of all time, has not only been a dominant force in the ring, but also a polarizing figure outside it. His flashy lifestyle, wealth, and controversies have consistently kept him in the spotlight. But in 2025, a new chapter unfolded in the life of the boxing legend that has captivated the public's attention. The FBI, in a series of investigations, allegedly exposed evidence that some believe could finally bring a potential end to Mayweather's reign of fame and fortune. As this new evidence came to light, Mayweather's response went viral, sparking debates, controversy, and intrigue across the globe.
I do know, which is where my disappointment comes from. When you are as great as Floyd Money Mayweather, everybody doesn't deserve to be in your space. I know you like to make money. You're never going to stop making money. Very, very few people on the planet know how to make money like you know how to make money. But some of this stuff has got to stop. You want to get Conor McGregor in the ring for an exhibition match? All right, that's fine. You know, Conor sold that. It was great marketing. He's not a boxer, but hey, he was a knockout artist in the UFC. I get it. John Gotti III, I don't know anything about him. I'm not trying to disrespect him. And yes, I'm being smart. I'm not trying to disrespect the grandson of a mobster. Fair enough. But what I'm trying to say is this. When you're great, when you're elite, not just anybody deserves to be in your pristine space. And what I mean by that is I'm not talking about on the street or anything like that. Boxing is your thing.
Before getting into the FBI investigation and the latest claims, it is important to understand the background of Floyd Mayweather Jr. Born in Grand Rapids, Michigan, he turned professional in 1996, and by the early 2000s, he had already built a reputation as one of the most talented and skilled fighters in the world. His unbeaten record, sharp technique, and smart game plan made him a serious threat inside the ring. However, his journey was never free from controversy, from his headline-making lifestyle to ongoing legal issues. He stayed in the spotlight all the time. Even with all the criticism, his power to generate massive money from his fights turned him into one of the richest athletes globally.
As the years went by, Mayweather's financial success was often overshadowed by his frequent run-ins with the law.
From claims of domestic abuse to doubtful business activities, the boxer repeatedly found himself under public criticism again and again.
People hate consistency when it comes to teams that you don't like and not a fan of, and they constantly win all the time. The Patriots went through the same thing. Small example, I'm gonna just take boxing for instance.
Right.
Floyd.
Yes.
Everybody loved when Floyd was winning early in his career.
Yes.
But when he kept winning,
yes,
he became the villain.
Yes.
And then everybody paying in and tuning in to see him lose.
Right.
That's it.
Yes.
He became the villain.
The turning point came when the FBI started looking into Floyd Mayweather Jr. financial records, his business moves, and his suspected links to organized crime. The probe lasted for months and examined different parts of his life, including tax filings, money transfers, and business partnerships. The main focus was on reported financial issues that were believed to have happened over the last 10 years, even though Mayweather had earned huge wealth from his boxing career.
There were inconsistencies in how the money was managed.
The FBI report suggested that there were unusual transactions involving huge amounts of money that were believed to be moved through offshore accounts, along with links to different businesses connected to criminal groups. One of the most serious claims was the discovery of several offshore bank accounts that Floyd Mayweather Jr. was said to have used to hide a large part of his earnings. These accounts were connected to known networks tied to illegal activities, which raised doubts about his clean income. The FBI financial experts also found issues in his tax records, which hinted that he might have deliberately avoided paying millions in taxes.
How much money do you have in your bank account?
Which account? Which bank?
You have more than one account?
Absolutely.
I don't even have one account. Give me the amount of money you have in one of your accounts.
200 million, 300 million.
Dollars?
Yeah, in different accounts.
Stephen A. Smith did not stay quiet. I have seen the records, I have talked to sources, and I am telling you all that Floyd Mayweather Jr. is in serious trouble, he said while looking straight at the camera with strong intensity. He claimed that Mayweather is dealing with a multi-million-dollar lien from the IRS, has borrowed money against several properties, and is behind on taxes for multiple years. On top of that, some of his businesses have failed and he is now facing legal cases from unhappy investors. The most shocking claim was that Mayweather has quietly started selling off his assets, including rare luxury cars and expensive jewelry, in an effort to cover growing debts. Smith highlighted the seriousness by pointing to a clear change in Mayweather behavior, saying you do not go from showing off spending millions in a single day to suddenly staying silent about money, unless there is a problem. The flashy boxer, once known for showing his wealth, is now unusually quiet, which has raised concerns that the money image Mayweather built may be falling apart. His tax problems have been building for years. In 2017, he made headlines when he asked to delay a 2015 tax payment until after his fight with Conor McGregor, saying he did not have enough cash at the time despite earning hundreds of millions back then. It was seen as a smart move, but now insiders say it was only the beginning.
You can trust the news. There's no such thing as fake. I'm working for ESPN. We're broadcasting the Mayweather-McGregor fight live. And to this day, they will tell you that's a record. That's the biggest fight ever. That thing was sold out. That place was, people were dressed up as empty seats. And I mean, thousands of people.
No.
I bought my mother's ticket that day. That day, my mother decides that she wants to go to the fight. So I'm in there and I'm telling the world that this place is sold out because that's what's on the screen. And I go, it's not even close. Yeah. This isn't like, it's pretty much full. This isn't, there's thousands of empty seats. That was the first time that in my own life I ever just, wow, fake news is real.
Wow.
And then Mayweather, they wanted a rematch. They were begging. They were doing more media trying to get a rematch than they did leading into the first match.
Well, I mean, it's such two big draws. They promoted it so well.
All anybody's talking about.
Yeah, there's still a number.
Yeah.
I mean, no matter how big a draw is, there's still a number. If this guy got 100 million, this guy got 100 million, then you got to advertise it, promote it. You got to bring.
It's the guarantees that kill everything. If they were just getting percentages, then obviously everybody.
You're saying the seats were empty. I can understand it not making the money, but the seats being empty seems
peculiar.
Crazy.
Yeah, and there's nothing in the world where you have a pay-per-view hit that didn't have a live audience hit. Like if your live audience is your first focus group, isn't sold out, you didn't do pay-per-view numbers.
Sure.
But boxing will still claim that to this day. They still to this day claim that that's number one. And if you want to be the biggest pay-per-view in boxing history, all you have to do is claim it.
ESPN analyst Stephen A. Smith revealed what could be the most serious financial updates so far. Official records showed that Floyd Mayweather Jr. owed more than $52 million in unpaid taxes, covering a 7-year period from 2015 to 2022. This number shocked both sports fans and financial experts, not only because it was so large, but also because it stayed out of the public eye for so long. Smith explained that the IRS had already started taking strict steps. Some of Mayweather accounts in the U.S. were frozen and a full investigation into his assets had begun. Sources linked to the federal case said this was not a normal recovery process, but a major effort to track where his money went and recover what is owed. Financial expert Chris Wan also shared his view and stressed how serious the situation is. He said that once unpaid taxes reach a certain level, the IRS does not just send notices, they take constant control. They review every deal, watch every bank account, and track everything from jewelry to property, making their presence felt everywhere in a person's finances. He further explained that people with such heavy debt face tough conditions where their current income is limited, and even their past spending and gifts to others are checked. When Mayweather uses money, the IRS wants full details on where it came from and why it was not used to clear his dues, turning every payment into a possible warning sign.
Well, there may be another reason Floyd Mayweather has agreed to fight Conor McGregor. ESPN reporting that Mayweather, get this, still has not paid his taxes for 2015. We don't know how much money Mayweather owes, but he's asking the IRS for a break. Until the fight, the end of August, Mayweather made about $220 million from his fight with Manny Pacquiao. That was back in 2015. He's expected to make about that much for the McGregor fight. Maybe he should have stayed retired and paid his taxes.
Yeah, pay taxes. Usually that catches up with you if you don't do that.
Even before Floyd Mayweather Jr. fully embraced the Money Mayweather image with diamond-covered watches, luxury cars, and social media clips showing piles of cash, there were clear signs that his empire was not as strong as it looked. While fans admired his unbeaten record and bold personality, behind the scenes, he was dealing with a problem many financial experts warn about: spending more than he could maintain even with massive fight. Earnings reports in the late 2010s revealed that despite making over $300 million from his fight with Conor McGregor, he still owed millions in taxes to the IRS. This raised a serious question: how could someone who called himself the richest athlete be at risk of legal trouble over unpaid taxes? The reality was that the money image became a risky game. On one side, it brought him sponsorships, big fight deals, and huge pay-per-view income, but on the other side, it forced him to keep showing a lifestyle of extreme wealth and power, no matter the truth in effort to avoid serious legal issues, he was reportedly forced to take a $2 million loan just to pay a portion of his tax debt. This was not a sign of smart money handling or a well-managed fortune, but a warning signal showing a fighter close to financial trouble stuck in the pressure of his own image. The loan hardly reduced his debt and revealed a deeper issue that Mayweather had valuable assets but lacked ready cash.
Me and Eric B were at, from Eric B and Rakim, we were at the Mondrian. Floyd Mayweather was there. He had some tax issues. He was about to go to jail, but that's before Money Mayweather, that's Pretty Boy Floyd.
Got you.
He was speaking to E, he needed a couple of $1 million to stay out of jail. I called my man Neil, who I was rocking with heavy, he owns Scunty, the hair accessory company. Everybody thought I was crazy, they said, yo, loan me $2 million, I want to sign Floyd. He flew out, loaned me the $2 million, and from there on, we were in the boxing business.
This was not just a one-time issue, it showed the start of a worrying pattern where Floyd Mayweather Jr. relied on his fame and expected future income to fix current money problems. Instead of building a strong financial plan, he continued living an extravagant lifestyle. He kept several luxury homes in places like Las Vegas and Miami, bought private jets, and filled his garages with high-end cars like Bugattis, Ferraris, and Rolls-Royce, while not giving proper attention to key responsibilities such as taxes, business obligations, or long-term investments. Experts now believe that this focus on showing wealth instead of protecting it is a major reason behind his present situation. While his team supported him and fans admired his lavish life on social media, his real financial condition was quietly getting worse behind the scenes.
With each flashy Instagram post, the gap between perception and reality widened.
Insiders say that Floyd Mayweather Jr. regularly spent tens of thousands each week on gambling, and sometimes even hundreds of thousands in a single night. His love for betting on sports was widely known. While he sometimes bragged about big wins, the losses were kept secret. On top of that, he had huge expenses for staff, including bodyguards, assistants, drivers, chefs, stylists, and more. It becomes clear how even millions of dollars could disappear so fast.
The money I still got, the jewels I still got, the cars I still got, the mansions I still got. You either motivate it or you hate it. Either or, it doesn't matter. Walk with me, let's talk. I got 9 toys right here. I got the 488 Ferrari. I got the Maybach or the Maybach, whatever you want to call it. I got 7 Rolls Royces right here. I like to call it Lucky 7. So you either motivate it or you hate it. My lifestyle, Money May. I'm the money man. Remember that.
What's most surprising is that Floyd Mayweather Jr. money problems weren't from low income but from poor planning and an inability to cut back. His ego, built around the Money Mayweather image, didn't let him live below a certain level. Even if it meant borrowing against future earnings to keep up appearances, this pattern of reckless spending and bad financial choices led to his recent FBI troubles. According to leaked documents and insider accounts, some of the assets he claimed as cash were actually leveraged or overvalued. In other words, he was relying on illusions, future fight earnings, promised business deals, and the belief that his brand would always generate money. When the FBI started digging, they found not only tax issues, but also signs of questionable business moves to keep money flowing.
Money Mayweather up until recently didn't have any money, so Floyd is the highest earning athlete in his career, making over $1.1 billion. And after making a killing, he ended up retiring in 2017. However, he dug himself into a hole after making super lavish purchases like this LA mansion. It was so bad that he actually owed $22.2 million to the IRS, which made him have to come out of retirement to pay that back. Like and follow for more.
While media, financial experts, and boxing insiders had long questioned Floyd Mayweather Jr. money choices, it was a revelation from a former friend that really shocked people. Rapper and entrepreneur Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, who had once been close to Mayweather, spoke out. Their bond wasn't just personal but also business related. They had worked on promotions, gone to big fights together, and shared the same VIP circles. So when 50 Cent accused Mayweather of wasting his fortune, it grabbed worldwide attention. In a viral interview clip on social media, 50 Cent was blunt. Floyd blew through his money. He said jewelry, jets, gambling, clubs, it all adds up, and now he's broke. What made it even more striking was who said it. This wasn't a reporter or an unhappy employee, but someone who had witnessed Floyd's habits up close from start to end of the interview. 50 Cent detailed the reckless spending pattern that had become Mayweather's lifestyle, a pattern the FBI is reportedly now examining in their broader investigation of his finances.
I believe that Floyd Mayweather has gone completely broke, and not just broke, but millions and millions of dollars in debt. And I know it sounds crazy to some of you out there, But trust me, I have legitimate proof. Watch this.
He asked me to help him, so I could stop them from using TMT as their logo right now. Because
you wouldn't do that because y'all cool again.
Yeah, I'm just not chasing it. But to be honest with you, I incorporated TMT in Delaware while he was incarcerated. Because he didn't sign the paper doesn't mean the corporation is invalid. So I could actually, technically it trademarks the term of it because his entire corporation is built on it. So I could tell you, you can't have TMT socks. You can't have that TMT shirt you got on. He don't understand that because he's just not. I just said it and he won't be able to figure out that I could do that.
Damn, you and this guy, man. I thought y'all was good again.
We are good. I just don't understand why he having the conversation. How am I coming up in conversation? I don't even care.
According to Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, the issue wasn't just how much Floyd Mayweather Jr. spent, but the mindset behind it. He said Mayweather routinely spent millions, as if the money would never run out with no thought for taxes, long-term investments, or having actual cash on any given night. He might blow $1 million at a Las Vegas club, place six-figure bets on random NBA games, or buy another $300,000 watch. He didn't need. Floyd seemed hooked not just on spending, but on showing off the spending. What made 50 Cent's comments so striking was how they clashed with the image Mayweather carefully built for years. Floyd presented himself as untouchable, a man whose boxing skills made him unbeatable in the ring and untouchable in life. The Money Team brand became a symbol of luxury and excess, but 50 Cent's frank words showed a different story. A man struggling to keep up appearances while secretly buried in debt. These revelations came at a time when the FBI was already examining Mayweather for financial irregularities.
Oh, what they doing?
So there's still some static.
No, it only happens when it's time.
Got it.
It's time to build some type of energy or some sort of press. It's time to make a fight, and then that happens.
So through the BX Fight Club, you met someone,
Isaac, right? Because they had to legalize it on paper to turn it into like a dark show, like when they don't have television involved with a boxing event. Even Floyd, when you make yourself like we got issues or you're angry, he's still the best fighter out there. Until somebody beat him, that's who he is.
Do you think he should step back in the ring?
I think he got to right now because the money gone.
So the money's really gone?
Yeah, that's what you think. It's get the money, spend the money.
All that money?
And it's been 2 years.
Day to day, month to month, like
I don't even want to talk about it. Like within lifestyle, that money is gone. Trust me. Now it's like you call him, he'll be at your local host in a nightclub because you need that action right now.
Wow.
Now, obviously, this is 50, so we have to take everything he says with a grain of salt. But that sounded pretty credible to me. Now, without trying to give away who it is, I have met someone who is directly within the Floyd Mayweather circle, and I can tell you with 100% certainty, he spins like an absolute madman. And I'm not just talking about a mansion and some sports cars. I mean multiple mansions, multiple cars, and not even just different cars, because he does have a bunch of different sports cars.
By early 2025, Floyd Mayweather Jr. was clearly under pressure, not just from the FBI's growing investigation, but also from public opinion turning against him. In an attempt to improve his image, he announced a major charitable move. Donating to several homeless shelters in Los Angeles, the story spread across sports and entertainment media, showing Floyd in a rare positive light as someone using his wealth for good. For a short time, it seemed like the narrative was shifting in his favor, but the positive impression didn't last long. Soon after the donation news, fans and media noticed something strange. At the same time he was supposedly involved in charity work in LA, Mayweather was posting photos and videos from Dubai, flaunting his luxury lifestyle. The posts showed him with gold accessories, dining at high-end resorts, and relaxing in an extravagant suite. The gap between his online posts and the claimed charitable activities in California was impossible to miss.